But when you go through thought, what is good, my people? Today we're gonna be watching an odd one out with a twist though. So it's 6 white guys versus 1 black guy, right? However, here's the twist. Everybody in the cast is actually black, so they all think that they're the mole. This right here is going to be absolute and utter mayhem, my people. Mayhem. Before we get into this video, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button for me. Hit that like button for me. Hit that notification bell. I appreciate you. And let's get into this, my people. Dale.
I'm white.
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 And I'm black.
Oh, this is crazy.
All right, guys. So my name's Ethan. I'm a bartender.
Grant. I'm just a student.
My name is Courtney. I'm a chef.
My name is Parker, and it's crazy. I used to be a chef. I run a video production business.
I'm Justin. I'm a writer-director.
I'm Casey. I work in IT.
My name's Carmine.
I was like, Carmine? I've never heard that name before in my life. He's definitely white.
When I lived in New York, I had a best friend named Carmine and Damon. They're both white dudes. So like, let me just use one of their names, and I was like, Carmine sounds more white. I currently am a host at the Waldorf Astoria Beverly Hills, and I'm a part-time streamer.
Is Carmine a Italian name?
Yes, it is.
No, I'm half Dutch and I'm half German.
I said, is that an Italian name, Carmine? And he said no. And it's completely an Italian name. I was going to try to go after him right after that. He said he was like Dutch and something, Irish or something.
Oh, okay. My mom's side of the family, it's part Dutch, but part English.
I'm actually half German and half Italian, so.
On my dad's side's German for sure.
Got some Irish here and a bit of Filipino.
Oh, interesting.
He put
Everyone
spice
sounds
on
taller
it.
than me.
How tall is everyone?
I'm 5'8".
I hear it.
I'm about 5'8" as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
I'm pushing 5'10", but I tell the girls, I'd be like, I'm 6 foot.
I mean, you got it.
It's only 2 inches.
With 2 pairs of socks, I'm 6 feet.
With 2 pairs of
I
socks.
got him beat by 1 inch.
All right, I'm 5'5", but I'm 5'6" on a good day. I'm just gonna put that out right now.
They didn't do Parker like that. No, they
I really
didn't.
want to ensure that, like, hey, I'm 5'5". I'm short. No black jeans here. So.
How about we go down the line on what haircuts everyone has? What kind of haircut
why is he talking like that?
Hairstyle.
I'm like medium short, and it's like a 2 on the sides. I take the scissors on the top a little bit.
Scissors, okay.
Yeah.
I have long brown hair to my shoulders.
I have a wolf cut.
I have, like, you know, like the Gordon Hayward, got the fades on the side.
Get him out of there.
and
Get him out of there.
good
He's
amount
doing
on the
too
top.
much.
Okay, all right.
I said, like a fade on the side, like kind of like Gordon Hayward. I mean, someone said they got a 2 on the, I was like, what? What? A 2? I've never, you know. So I was like, yeah, kind of like Gordon Hayward. And I thought that basketball reference was gonna give me up. Everyone all was like, oh, yeah, got it. I was like, oh, okay, let's go.
This is
What kind of
crazy,
hair
my
products
people.
do people use? I use some leave-in conditioner and like American Crew Fiber.
Okay.
What do you guys?
I just put water in my hair, that's it. So, I don't know.
My hair's long, so I don't really have to use.
If I'm trying to be fancy, I'll throw on some pomade, you know.
All right.
Okay.
Something like that.
Not the
have a mullet,
pomade.
so the strategy behind asking about the haircuts was I figured when I said I had a mullet, that would just ingratiate me in with the rest of the whites.
He
'cause
kinda
the mullet
does have a mullet.
is the white man's jerry curl. So I thought for sure they would just think that I was absolutely a white dude once I told them I had a mullet.
I
Oh,
thought
my
about
goodness.
doing that with my hair, but I don't think I want to do that.
I mean, you gotta be from Hardy stock to rock the mullet.
I can't rock the mullet.
Bro, you bald. They would now vote who they think is black. They're all black. That's the plot twist. Oh my goodness, my people.
I was like, what was it when I said I was Irish and Filipino? I was like, was it the Filipino part?
It
They're
was-
like,
it was
you're
the-
not as white as us, so
It was
you
the
gotta
mullet.
go?
His voice was so deep. I was like, perfect. Let me just get rid of Goliath real quick.
I voted for him because like he sounded tall.
He said something, and then I just felt his voice.
He sounded black.
My mom's name is Karen. Let the jokes ensue. And my dad's name is Eric.
Karen.
Couldn't go to a restaurant with her.
My mom, Tina, and then my dad, Michael.
My dad's Isaac and my mom is Sandra, last name Van Dijnhoven.
Y'all make beer?
Like, I don't know her family as well, at least not the Dutch side of it, but I have met like the English side in there. I live in Laverham outside of London.
And my dad, he's English, but my mom, she's from Pensacola, Florida.
Got a little accent there, too.
Yeah, he does.
It's crazy, honestly, because I can switch from English, and then I can go back to, code switching, depending on where I'm at.
Why are you code switching?
I'm suspect of Parker.
I was in the middle.
Cold
So
switching.
I couldn't hear how everyone else was talking. I was going to do an English accent the entire time, but I didn't know who else might have been English, and they would catch me quickly. So I said, I'm Parker. Regular voice.
Yo, you messed up, bro.
My mom's name is Gwendolyn. My dad's name is Jacob.
My mom's name is Carol. My dad's name is John.
John? Suspicious.
My dad's name's Robert, and my mom's name's Nadine. Prepping up for today, I was trying to, listen to a little bit more like country music. I was playing Taylor Swift on the way here. I was
Bro, you
calling
doing
on my
too
white
much.
friends. I'm like, what name should I use? What kind of clothes they wear? I was thinking about maybe wearing some board shorts and some Vans or some slippers or something like that, but I didn't want to do too much.
I have a good question, I think. What type of sunscreen does everyone use? Because I'm like super pale.
Banana boat for sure.
Banana boat.
Banana boat without
Hawaiian
without
tropical.
fail.
Hawaiian tropical is a good one.
I use Super Goop as my daily, and I use Super Goop.
I used to use Super Goo as a kid, dude.
What was your name? Wait, what was your name? They use a super glue?
Super Goop.
Super glue. That's Justin? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Justin said. Justin's all right. Justin, you don't even talk the rest of the round. We got you, man. Don't worry about it.
In my like daily life, a lot of people just like perceive me as like being white if they haven't like actually like seen me. All my friends growing up were white, so like I just really was ingratiated in that kind of world.
Product
I
of your
just kind of
environment.
knew what to say also about things that they think about that black people don't think about, like sunscreen. Like we don't give a fuck about that.
I have never used sunscreen in my life. I immediately thought of what my friends use, and I remember banana boat. So I just made sure I say that right off the bat. And someone next to me, I think it was Grant, he said something about SPF, and I was like, I don't know what that is.
What's music you don't like listening to? I'll go for gospel. I can't stand gospel.
I don't like gospel or country music.
I don't like either of those either. I honestly, I don't listen to a lot of mainstream though. I listen to kind of a lot of kind of electronic or old school indie, like emo jams.
I listen to a lot of electronic music too, a lot of indie, folk. I don't really care for gospel. I can get down to some country though.
I'm in my movie soundtrack era. So
Yes.
if you listen to like the
What's the
Batman
movie?
soundtrack or Interstellar, oh my God, amazing.
Those are both good.
Hans Zimmer
yeah.
is the man.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
Movie soundtracks. I'm like, that's definitely like maybe a white
Bro,
person thing. So I
this
was like,
guy,
let me
right,
just
he-
say, oh,
he's
I
gonna-
listen to
he's the next one out.
movie
Watch.
soundtracks.
He's
I
doing
actually
too
did
much.
listen to those though.
They're really good.
Yeah, they are. Like Interstellar is like the soundtrack is nice.
I
Facts,
like
I agree.
alternative music, so any of those kind of singers.
I've been getting into EDM. My girlfriend loves it, so natively hip hop. I'm surprised nobody likes hip hop here. It's like,
I listen
like
to, I mean,
hip-hop.
I like Lil Yachty.
free thugger, you know?
Little Yachty. I've been listening to Little Yachty a little bit
Free
recently.
He's good.
Who has a good relationship with their father here?
Oh,
I
I do.
have an awesome
All of it?
relationship with
Yeah.
my dad, yeah, and my mom.
I had one. My father passed away last year.
RP, man. Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
It's all good. He was a great dad.
That side is a little silent. I hear.
I don't.
The left side is not talking.
I definitely have a good relationship with my dad.
My dad's been around. He was in the Marines, and my mom was his mistress. Yeah. I'm sorry for calling you out, Mom. It happens. It happens.
That's wild. I would have kept it. I don't know if that's true or not, but guy at the end is going out. Guy at the end. What? Parker?
I can't believe I got voted out. I thought I could pull off the perfect white guy act. What
It
else
was-
don't I know about myself?
It was
I
a
should
code
check out the
switching
Nectar
thing.
app.
That's what it was. It was a code switching.
Because I was like, well, of all of them, like you're sussing out Parker. I'm like, he feels the most like white to me out of everyone else. But I was like, sure, if everyone's gonna jump on that bandwagon, I'm gonna do it.
He said something about Florida, and he said like Florida. You got a little accent there, so I was like, okay, everyone might kind of go towards him.
I was talking too much.
Yep.
Shouldn't have said that I was from Florida, but I definitely felt like I talked too much.
Yep,
in the second round.
Can
That's
you tell
what it
me
was.
about your British accent? Is that something you use on a day-to-day basis?
It comes out when I'm tired or nervous. I wasn't nervous coming into this, but I was
Wait, is he
nervous
British,
once I
though?
realized of my placement and that I wasn't the first to speak and Noah was the last, and I was like, damn.
My question was, I was
so
wondering about
confused.
sports in high school. Like, what kind of sports did you guys play?
I used to play
Lacrosse.
lacrosse a little
Yep.
bit, and I'm naturally just unathletic.
Lacrosse and soccer.
It's kind of
We'll
sad.
see.
Same.
In
I did a
football.
lot of sports actually. I did swimming, tennis, skiing.
Oh yeah, tennis. Forgot about tennis.
All in high school. My dad really pushed me he really wanted me to be like a tennis star or something, which is crazy. I did get to win singles in high school, which is like a crowning achievement, but
Hey, period.
yeah.
Played golf, did a little bit of track, was terrible at it. And then I was in marching band.
I kind of played football, like kinda.
How?
I played like Pop Warner when I was 7 to 10. It just wasn't working out.
So no basketball people.
I don't have the cardio for basketball.
I have 2 left feet.
I'm way too short.
Me too.
All these excuses.
I can't jump at all.
I actually struggled to make a lot of black friends while I was growing up. I kind of took until deeper into middle school and high school before I started making more black friends, mostly because like our school barely had any. Once I went to college, I was like, wow, there's so many people like me. This is crazy. So that was really cool.
Yeah, I actually did have a question. Do you guys feel like you have to hold a masculine frame when you like?
And I think my guy's experience is actually pretty valid. A lot of the times when we go to a predominantly sort of like white school, I think it's changed in 2024, but you tend to see either one of two things. Either the kids that are sort of black and Hispanic, black and brown, either they all stick together or they're all like separated, and then they don't communicate with each other. Like you can like walk past them, they won't even say hi to you because like they kind of don't want to be like, you know, quote unquote like too black, you know, as it means to sort of fit in with their environment. But I would say that his experiences are quite valid. I went to predominantly sort of white high school as well as college, and prior to that, my junior high, I went from like K to like 8th grade, was actually a quite diverse school by design. There was equal number of like white, black, and Hispanic. The only group that really wasn't like represented was like Middle Eastern and Asian, and like they were like sort of like the minorities within the minorities. So my experience was quite unique because it's really not really like that for most people. And it was a bit of a culture shock. Well, not really, because again, like I've from K to 8th grade went to school with a diverse group of people, but the culture shock for me sort of like landed when I realized like I'm a minority, because before I never felt that, and it wasn't really like a bad experience. A lot, you know, for me personally, I didn't have a bad experience. Like I didn't experience like any racism or anything along those lines. At least they didn't do it. Maybe they may have said stuff, but didn't say it to my face. But also like a pretty big kid too, so that might have been it. But yeah, I know what my guy's talking about.
Go places?
Have to hold like a masculine frame?
Yeah, like do you feel like your masculinity is tried?
To be honest, I've never really thought about
Pride?
it.
Also, I'm
he's
gay,
for sure.
so I
for sure out
I mean,
next.
there is like a weird thing in like the gay like community with masculinity and femininity, but I don't know. I don't really think about it a lot.
Maybe I'm just insecure. I'm sorry.
As a black man myself, I feel that I have to hold a certain frame sometimes in certain spaces. Everybody struggles with something. Maybe it's all superficial, maybe it's all in my head, but just like specifically black women and black men though, most definitely. We just fight different battals.
I have one question. Who's
I don't know what
everybody
you mean by
voting
that,
for?
but
I'm just gonna say I'm voting for Trump.
Okay. Okay. That sounds like something a Mo would say.
I'm voting for Harris for sure. I hate Trump. I gotta be real.
Probably gonna be voting for Harris because why go back to old things?
You
when
realize
there are
he
new
messed
things
up.
ahead?
I voted for Trump the past time, so I'm sticking with that.
I was trading in the stock market at one point, and when Trump was president last time, it was kind of doing good for me. So that's the only reason why.
yeah, he's out. He did too much. He did too much. What?
Once the vote came, I felt it coming because I wasn't really doing my best to put on a white.
It was the what did he say? It was certain words that he used that would give away that he's probably from an environment that is a little bit more urban, and then a lot of people associate like sort of black and brown with like urban environments, when in reality, like, it's poverty doesn't have a race. So I'm just I'm gonna leave it at that. But just some of the words he was using is in line sort of with like that type of sort of environment.
Hey, front, I kind of just sounded the same. So when they voted me out, I like kind of saw it coming.
If everyone feels confident that you already caught them all, you can end the game now. If the majority has doubt, the game will continue. Please raise your hand
Little
if you
do they
want to
know.
continue playing the game. Red means that you have
Little
failed
do
to
they
vote
know.
out
I
the
can't
mole.
wait to
The
see their
mole is still in
faces.
the game. Green means that you have won. 3, 2, 1. The lights are red. You have failed to vote out the mole.
When she said that they failed, as okay, there's 2 of us. All right, it had to be Grant.
3, 2, 1.
Look how him walk stepping forward. Like,
Sounds like it was one of those.
guy at the far left.
Oh, what the hell? I was like, this has to be one of those where everyone's left.
The plot twist is plot twisting today, my people.
I was like, dude, I'm bald.
I was really trying to white it up, dude. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I for sure thought you were white.
My
Like,
name is not Carmine, bro.
no.
My name is Jordan.
All y'all sounded black. Literally all of you. I'm like, this is the blackest sounding group of white people.
Oh my God. I took off my blindfold. The collective realization that we're all black, for lack of a better term, it was kind of beautiful. just some black folk just being black as hell. I had no suspicion that that was the case at all. Like,
Legitimately, as soon as everyone started talking and I like heard Courtney's name, I'm like, this whole room sounds so black that I was like, this seems sus, but if I like say something, also, is that gonna make me seem sus? So I couldn't say anything.
So obviously all of you were moles for this episode.
Man, I was all over Reddit. Look, I was gonna bring up politics. Whoever brought that up.
I was gonna say, hey, there's a lot of black men that voted for Trump.
I was gonna jump on that bandwagon too.
Damn, bro. I changed my whole voice. I'm over here.
I know he was doing too much.
I was gonna watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Who said they had a mullet?
Yeah, me.
Somebody else said they were German. I'm like, damn, don't ask me nothing. When she said it was red, I was like, but I'm right here.
I think that the capacity for all of us to act white was actually pretty interesting because I'm pretty sure we've all had to do it at some time and point of our
Facts.
lives because we felt like it was the right thing to do. But after we all
I wouldn't say like quote unquote act white. And again, I hate the term like acting white or acting black, because there's just so many different connotations with like that phrase. That's really not true. And I understand that stereotypes exist for a reason and whatnot, but I do think the stereotypes that are currently in place are just quite dated and antiquated and don't really apply to 2024. But that's my personal opinion. You could take it however you want to take it, but I said what I said and I stand on that.
I realized we were black, we all stayed pretty true to ourselves afterwards and pretty made some cool ass friends in this process. So.
I used to work for Trader Joe's. It comes in handy, being able to code switch like that or being the
hate that term.
affable black man, So if I ever needed to call 911, they're gonna be there quick.
A lot of times I have to tell people, like, I have a mom and a dad. I was raised with a mom and a dad, 401k, credit, I eat raisins. Whatever environment you're in is going to influence whatever you're doing.
That's
I try
fact.
to use it more as a positive than, make it a negative because it's very easy to dive into that negative space.
I don't necessarily try to hide being Jamaican. I love being Jamaican. It's literally on my neck. I try to make sure people can understand me as best as possible. Don't hide who you are.
Ooh.
Yep.
Damn.
It's money.
Oh, shit.
It's money.
Oh my God.
I just need it.
That's actually really fun. Yeah, I know.
I get it now.
It pays to be black, dog. Finally.
Yo, that's crazy.
All right, my people. That was a very, very fun video from Jubilee, I must say. Seeing everybody's face at the end when they sort of took off their blindfolds was freaking magical, my people. It was beautiful, but also it was quite funny. Oh man, this was insane. They need to do more of these. Like, I don't know how it would work, the other way around, because like there might be some connotations to that. But I think from like a social experiment standpoint, I think they should do it, because if we have 6, you know, quote unquote, black guys pretending to be white, why can't we have 6 or 7 quote unquote white guys pretending to be, you know, another race or another ethnicity? But I also understand the connotations to doing a video like that. It's not one for one. But also too, there were just some really great questions raised in this video, in regards to sort of stereotypes. In my personal opinion, I do feel as though the stereotypes of the old days doesn't really apply to 2024 for a lot of people. They're quite antiquated. I personally don't understand in 2024 the idea of quote unquote being black or acting black. Well, I get understand being black, but it's the the acting black where I don't understand, or acting white I don't understand, because essentially we're a product of our environments. You know, how we were raised, who we were raised around, all affects our outlook on life. And I think we need to, in 2024, move away from associating certain stereotypes, especially poverty or how people speak, that live in these impoverished environments, with being black, with being Hispanic, with being Asian, etc., some type of minority group. Because at the end of the day, like, poverty has no color, my people. It has no race. It has no ethnicity. It just has people, and it does not discriminate. That is a fact. But listen, very curious to understand what your thoughts are in the comments below. Please drop them in there. Let me know how you guys feeling about this video. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.